spread betting firms are going to have to make money out of consistent. Are going to make money out of the consistent losers, one pip spreads or 0 pip spreads. Are they also? They have a great banking business, irrespective of the spread, when customers take trades overnight. So why do you think there are still some providers who are struggling to turn out a decent profit in this market environment?
Yeah, I mean that's an interesting one. I think it just does come down to critical mass. And just having, it's yes, there is a banking facility there. There is the overnight funding. There is money. There's a lot of money that does come from that, or should come from that. Although that's quite. I don't know, because I haven't sort of worked recently, the last few years on the trading side in spread betting. So I don't know quite how competitive the funding element is these days. But I imagine that sort of people who are more aware of it and are saying, well, actually, I'm looking for a better deal on funding. And what I'm talking about there is I don't want to be charged so much for my overnight rate. So some companies might have got away with I don't know, 3%, 4% over base or whatever it might be, when perhaps they're only paying 0.06. Maybe they're charging 400 basis points where they're only being charged themselves 6 basis points. Okay, that's a big margin, and you add all that up. But bear in mind that the spread better still has to have a lot of customers depositing a lot of funds, and obviously using those funds to trade, because you can't charge people funding if they've got cash in the account, but they're not actually utilizing it as margin. So you need a fair amount of customers to do that. And most spread bettors have lost they've lost the spread. They really have. So where do you end up doing as a spread bettor? Well, you end up deciding what is an acceptable level of risk to take, and then running the opposite side of your net customer positions. And bear in mind, sort of you've got a lot. If you have got a lot of customers, they're not all going to be doing the same thing at the same time. Okay, we can see the sort of like the various, that some companies offer up and say, well, 70% of our customers are long of this or short of that or whatever. You don't actually know the customer numbers involved here accurately, so you don't really. It's difficult for us to get a sort of a feel as an outsider on what's really going on in there, but there's got to be some kind. Spread betting companies do have to run some kind of risk. That's part of the business model.